number 24 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pucks it out of the air. Tripped up for the tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the pass. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hooks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on,
he's loose down the middle. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll get rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The offense changing the play. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Flips it out on the screen. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's hooked. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's John. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds space on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped the situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's John. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Quickly to the tight end. Pulled down for the tackle. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the back. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's John. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Pulls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Hooks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's John. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hooks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield, it's John. Gets it out fast. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
Looking down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The short hands, it's Hooks. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's John. Right inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives to...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels.
Trying to beat the D deep. It's caught on the sideline, but he's out of bounds. He would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw, it's John. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He breaks a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Powers through the defender. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And it'll be up to the field goal kicker to turn this into a 1-score game. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 24 to Coastal Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Motion from the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time.
Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Scanning the field, it's John. Here comes the heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of